Welcome to Pens, Planners, and Productivity. I've been getting questions about my bullet journal, so today I thought I would show you the first half of the year. I'm going to show you the good, the bad, and the ugly. Okay. So we'll start out with January. And these little birthday cakes are stickers. This is how January started. For some reason, I always struggle in January to get started, but we'll get there. These are all hand-drawn. I get a lot of ideas from Pinterest, and I try to hand draw what I see in the beginning of the year. Okay, so this is hand-drawn. These are not very exciting yet. Here's February. This is a stencil. I believe the whole thing is a stencil. Okay, hand-drawn flowers and numbers and letters. These are also all hand-drawn. And right now, as most of you know, I am, for the second half of the year, comparing a bullet journal with a planner. So I'm doing both hand-drawn flowers. And I really like drawing in my bullet journals. So right now I'm going to have to say that the bullet journal is in the lead. Now these bunnies, I actually tried to trace a picture from something that I saw, and they still look a little bit weird, but I tried. This is one of my favorites. This is a stencil of a flower, hand-drawn leaves. I really like this page. And here's where I started using stickers. Here's where I first got the idea of maybe doing a planner instead. I did a planner a few years ago, and I didn't really like it, but I started using stickers here. So now these leaves are hand-drawn and the flowers are stickers. Here I just put in a whole bunch of stickers at the top. Okay, again, hand-drawn leaves and flower stickers. These are all stickers, and these are stickers that I printed for the 4th of July. I believe I got them from Canva and just made stickers out of them. Also, here is where at the end of May, I decided that I needed the whole calendar. So I put in, because I'm using a separate calendar to keep track of certain things, and I wanted it all in one place. So I decided, and right here are all of the monthly pages. Okay, so I have my appointments that I know of right now, but I don't have any decorations in. I do that as each month comes up. Okay, and here starts the month of May. So now you're going to see just the weekly spreads. These are circles that I cut out with a cutter that I got, I believe, from Hobby Lobby. These are from scrapbook paper, and then we have some butterfly stickers and some other stickers. Okay, sticker, 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 hand-drawn, hand-drawn. I'm also keeping track of, I've been going to the gym for a while. My dad had stayed with us for the winter and we started going to the gym together, and now I'm starting to keep track of it. So this is a stencil. I will draw in the outline, and then when I go to the gym, I fill it in. This way I know immediately when I did or didn't go. Now here, I didn't go to the gym, but I had a home workout, so I put a sticker there. Not sure why I didn't cover up gym, but I know what it means. These are all hand-drawn flowers. Again, I did a home workout here and here. Hand-drawn. These are actually stencils. It's a heart stencil that I moved around and made a flower out of it. Stencil. These flowers are stickers. Butterflies are stickers. Okay, all the boxes are hand-drawn. Now, here is where I started. I think I started here. A lot of times we don't do much on the weekends, so these are blank. If you noticed earlier, they were mostly blank. Here I started filling in, or in the notes, filling in things that we would do. Here we watched Wicked and Wicked for Good. It was actually the weekend before and this weekend. And I said they're now my second favorite movies. Back to the Future is always going to be the first. And so that's why this week I found, these were free stickers that I found on Pinterest, and I made a Wicked for Good spread. I really like that one. Right here I said, Nick and I were both really tired this weekend. By Sunday, we decided to stop working and rest. I had to convince him. My husband does not know how to rest. And I say practice what you preach, because when I teach my time management classes, I always tell people to take a break, walk away from your desk when you have lunch, take some time for yourself. So I had to stop working and practice what I preach. And then I got to talk to the babies. That was fun. Okay, so this is my Wicked for Good. I love this spread. I love green. Okay, here's the first week of summer. This was a stencil and a sticker right here. And this was scrapbook paper. I just cut strips out of it to use there. I thought it needed a little bit more color. And that is it for the first half of the year. One more thing I wanted to point out. Now when I do a home workout, I use this yoga stencil. I normally do aerobics. Once in a while I'll do some yoga, but that is the icon that I use for a home workout. And then I still use the dumbbell for the gym. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video.